Alright, so I am spinning cotton into yarn, and this is where the cotton starts. It's still on the seed. So I don't have a cotton gin, so I'm going to pull the seeds out by hand. And the easiest way to do that is to just fluff up the cotton around the seed and then pull it off. If you try to yank the seed out, it gets really hard to come out. So then I'm going to put that in this other basket. I'll save the seeds for planting later. We'll have another generation of crops. And then this is my pile of cotton that's ready to be spun. But before I can do that, you see how lumpy it is. I do need to brush this out to make it easier for spinning. So I'm going to use these. They're called carding combs. And the bristles on it kind of point up that way, so I'm just going to go against the bristle and get some of this cotton on here. And then I'm going to brush opposite with my right comb. So this just makes sure that you get all of the lumps out and make sure all of the fibers are going in the same direction. And then they'll be able to spin together much easier that way. Sometimes it does take a little while to get it all nice and straight, but then I'm just gonna go backwards and take it off the comb. And then I have a nice fluffy roll egg, is what this is called. All right, so now I'm going to keep the roll egg nice and long like this. I don't want to roll it up because I'm going to attach it to my spinning wheel here. And so the thread is coming out of the little hole right here, and then it wraps around this bobbin. And so each hook kind of goes down, and I attach the thread to each hook, and then it kind of rolls on there on its own. So I'm going to start spinning the wheel. This string here is actually, it's taking the large wheel as it spins, and then it spins the smaller wheel, and that spins the fly right here. And so that's what makes it actually turn. And it's twisting up the thread itself. So I don't have to do any twisting myself. All I'm doing with my hands is pulling the fiber out to the thickness of yarn or thread that I want. So I still had a little bit of cotton on the end here. I'll just show you what happens when I detach it. I'm going to use my new stuff. And so I just fluff it up around, a little bit around the thread I've already spun. And just keep going. It spins right to itself. So when I get too much on one side, I'll just keep going on up the hooks and fill all of the bobbin up. And then this is not really strong enough to weave anything with. The next step would be either weaving or knitting, like this pattern here. And you can see this is store-bought yarn. You can see that this is like a 2 or 3 ply yarn, which means that there's several strings spun together. So that's the next step that I would do. Once I fill up one bobbin, I'll get 2 bobbins filled up, and then I'll spin them back together onto the spinning wheel. And then I'll have a 2-ply yarn, and that'll be really nice and strong, and I can make all kinds of stuff with it.
Prepare to fire! Fire! Service apiece!